Today, I'm going to do a video field update. I'm going to tell you what stage it's in and where it'll be the next time you see it. Stay tuned. All right, first things first, let's walk over and see how much rain we've got in the last 36 hours. The rain gauge is tilting, so I can tell you it's almost to the top. And yes, I have a bean plant around it. Straight up and down, we're looking at, 3.5 inches. I'm going to tell you we got probably two of those 3.5 inches last night. And it rained off and on all day yesterday, but last night the rain was coming down so hard that it sounded like a freight train. I mean, the rain couldn't have come down any thicker, any heavier, or any of that stuff. So, hi birdies, I'm walking right by you. I'm going to the video field. I'll be right back to move the coop. Look at there, we are turning. We're turning because we're in R7, the seventh of the 8 stages of reproduction in beans. Now, you say, oh man, they look really laid down. They sure are after 3.5 inches of rain. But these stalks, you can see they're green. They're kind of flexible. As this dries out, they will stand up. And it will look completely different at the next stage, which is R8. Now, R7 is defined as any bean pod, not on this plant in particular, but any bean pod on a given plant that is reaching physiological maturity puts it into the R7 stage. And you can see these are turning yellow. They are losing the leaves, and the reality is that this will be probably about a 10 to 12 day process. If I videoed this in a week from now, we're looking at 90% of this field not having any leaves on it. Some of them are hanging tight, but that's where I'm at right now. R8, you get a better estimate of what your harvest is going to be. It's just, I mean, imagine walking through this mess trying to make an estimate. You actually can in R5. R5 is defined when your pods inside, your beans inside the pod are at least 1/8 of an inch, clear down to the 4th nodule, so, of the plant, which is, it's hard to tell on this one because the deer have bit it off on the top. So what's the true 4th? I don't know. But either way, I am in R7. I am 1 stage away from picking. Generally in R8, you're looking at 5 to 10 days of dry out, and after that time frame, you usually be about 15%. Now, I don't pick at 15% because if I pick and I put it into a wagon or a truck and I'm getting ready to pull it, say I tarp it and let it sit overnight, it always seems to go up a percent. Beans, for whatever reason, are very spongy when it comes to moisture compared to corn. You can leave corn sit in the bin for 2 days, and if you picked it at 16%, pulled it out of there, it'll still be 16%. Beans have not worked that way for me. If I pick beans at 14% and they sit for a couple days and we had some rain, even with a cover on them, I am almost guaranteed to haul them at 15%. Just my experience. If you've had the same experience, let me know in the comments below. But this is where I'm at. I'm not real dissatisfied with what's going on here. I do have, like right there, some volunteer, a corn stalk coming up. There is back toward the woods, there is some goldenrod back there, but my fan speed, I'm not real worried about it. It's like that every year, and I'll blow the the foreign matter, the seed, right out the back. I never take a hit on foreign matter. If I take a hit, it's generally moisture, but it's usually not a bad hit. I'm usually hauling, like I say, under 14%, so it's pretty minimal. They want them at the dock at 13%, so I think I'll be picking this probably. I'm going to let it go. You know, I mean, today is September 25th, and I'm looking at probably at least mid-October before I'm picking this. So either way, I did see a real nice buck come out of them woods last night. And I know you can't eat the antlers, but I was actually thinking about making a video where I prove everybody wrong and you can eat the antlers. So that may be coming up soon. And it's going to be labeled, "You can't eat the antlers." Other than that, there's really nothing to report. If you are a new viewer, a new subscriber, and you want to see me fit this field, plant this field, I didn't show the fertilizing of the field. I did show the spraying of the field, and you know, the progress of it. I think I'm going to make a playlist, but you can go down through and see. I planted this with the Farmall M and the 510 grain drill, i.e. the control spill, but I always seem to do well on it. So, you know, I have no-tilled this field before, and I have had the exact same results by no-tilling. So I guess, you know, for argument's sake, you would say, then why would you ever till it? Well, you till it because some people go to Cedar Point, some people go to, you know, Busch Gardens. I pull things with tractors. That's my amusement park. There's no way in heck that I would ever want to give that up. At least a little field like this, or a couple of them. You know, when it comes to planting the bigger fields and stuff, yeah, it's a Great Plains no-till drill all day, as long as the results are the same, and from my experience, they have been. So, anyways, thanks for viewing. Have a great day. If you are not a subscriber, please do so. I've noticed I'm still at 40% non-subscribers, viewers, so hit the red button. Doesn't cost a thing. Take care, everyone.